90, Marian Davis no longer hikes the Hunter Creek Trail, but her imprint is there forever. Her gift of the land through which this most popular Aspen Trail passes provides hikers with access to the beautiful Hunter Creek Valley.
If there was a backyard of Aspen, I would say this is it. And I think we all owe a debt of gratitude to Marian Davis for the benevolence and the foresight now, in retrospect, of donating this fantastic property.
This is but one of the legacies of Marian Davis, a kindly and genteel woman who 50 years ago came from Texas and discovered a deep and abiding love for the Roaring Fork Valley and the Aspen community. The philanthropic contributions of Marian Davis reach far beyond Hunter Creek. They touch many of Aspen's cultural and civic organizations. The significance of Marian's life to Aspen is known by many who have seen the direct results of her giving nature and her charitable heart.
She has given to so many causes that have served the well-being of Aspen that I couldn't even begin to quantify it. But it's not just giving treasure, it's giving talent.
Marian Davis first came to Aspen to ski in the late 1940s, and she quickly fell in love with the town in the mountains. Originating from Houston, Texas with her husband Bill Ruby, Marian convinced Bill to move to Aspen full-time in 1957.
The first time I came here, I fell in love with Aspen.
They and their 4 children took residence in an old Victorian across from the red brick school where their children attended classes.
It was good for the children because all I had to do was open the door and they could go straight across the street and go to school.
Eager to establish herself in the place of her dreams, Marian soon discovered a beautiful parcel of land at the base of Red Mountain and begged the owner to sell. Unrelenting in this vision for her ideal setting, Marian eventually prevailed. She and Bill bought the land in 1959, and it has been her home ever since. In the late 1950s, Marian became involved with the Aspen Music Festival in school, where she dedicated herself to this cultural wellspring for young musicians. In addition to her regular donations, Marian sponsored one music student each summer, taking care of their expenses and ensuring them a quality education. She touched the lives of more than 40 students during a span of over 40 years. Marian is Episcopalian, but there was no church of that following in Aspen when she first moved here. With her friend Peggy Rowland, they founded Christ Episcopalian Church in Aspen's West End.
So after Marian and her family moved from Houston, she asked somebody, where is the Episcopal Church? And of course there was none.
And so we decided we would build a new one.
I think they rented a little house, and they had church there in this little house. They had to go, in the wintertime, each of them would have to stoke the fireplace.
Today her vision is manifest in a new church in Aspen's West End. Beginning in the early 1960s, Marian ran the hospital gift shop for 4 decades and was a member of the President's Club. Perhaps her greatest contribution at Aspen Valley Hospital was serving as a Blue Lady, where she tended to the needs of patients with a caring smile and positive outlook.
A woman had cancer, and she was dying in our hospice room. Marian was able to come in there, bring her sunshiny personality, and literally divert this woman's attention, and she brightened that room every time she visited this woman. So I think, when it all comes down to it, it isn't really what organizations you belong to, it's not how much money you give, it's how much you give of yourself. And Marian gives of herself.
Bill Ruby passed away in 1967, but not before he and Marian donated an entire undeveloped block of land to the city of Aspen. Today, Ruby Park is the hub of Aspen's public transportation network, serving as the main terminal for the Roaring Fork Transit Authority, the highly successful valley-wide bus system.
It would be impossible today to find a location where we could stage our operation in the city of Aspen. We operate somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 to 800 buses per day in and around this Ruby Park Transit Center.
In 1968, Marian was remarried to Monroe Lyeth. Their mutual love of art was realized in support for the Anderson Ranch Arts Center at Snowmass.
The thing about Marian that I really appreciated was that she had this commitment to the community, and to be involved in the community was to be a participant and to act in the community. So she was very involved with the Anderson Ranch and instrumental in a key component of the ceramics department, and that's the Lyeth Lion kiln facility. It allowed us to develop a variety of facilities that will talk to many different types of techniques in ceramics.
In the early 1970s, as the city of Aspen was exploring a trail link between the town and the National Forest, Marian stepped forward. Part of her cherished Red Mountain property, known as the Ruby Parcel, crossed Hunter Creek. In 1974, Marian deeded that land for public use.
For many people, it's, if you will, a religious experience or their church. For some, it's their gym where they come up and they'll jog up the trail. Other people use it for dog walking and commune with their pets, but I think everybody feels it's a very special place.
Years later, in 1991, Marian deeded yet another parcel of her land that was developed as the affordable housing component of Williams Woods.
I had a lot, you see, and some people didn't have anything, and so I decided to donate places for people that would build on it.
They wanted to give to the city. The place that we live here in Williams Woods is an example of that. It keeps the people who have been working here for years to be able to afford to live here, which helps 18 of us have a really wonderful place to live, with Marian being our next door neighbor.
After Monroe Lyeth's passing, Marian remarried Flavie Davis, who passed away in 1993. Marian has also lost two of her children, Bill Ruby Jr. and Tina Barr. It seems that nothing can dampen her charitable spirit as she pledges herself to the virtues of philanthropy and continues to give with well-deserved recognition. La Dames de Aspen, a woman's civic organization, named Marian their first honorary trustee. She is celebrated as part of the Silver Circle of the Aspen Historical Society. Marian has had a long association with Aspen Santa Fe Ballet and is a committed supporter of the Aspen Animal Shelter. She remains an honorary director of the Seniors Independent.
She is by nature an extremely giving person. She would have a hard time saying no to any good cause.
And what was really great about Marian was that she embraced all walks of life, all perspectives, and brought everybody together.
So I think her whole affect, her personality is about caring about people.
I've had many, many, many long years here in Aspen, and I've loved every minute of it.
When Marian Davis first saw Aspen, she felt something sparkle inside her. Today, it is Aspen that sparkles because of Marian Davis.